Today we're going to be working on a watercolor project. Again, it's from the book that I did the last watercolor project on, called Everyday Watercolor, Learn to Paint Watercolor in 30 Days. So I have a little bit of a problem. A lot of people tell me they have a problem loosening up. Well, I have a problem tightening up. So here's the project we're going to do, is layering with watercolor. And a rose or flower is a great project to do it with because there's so many petals. And I decided to do some peonies that I had in the summertime. And so I have the picture on the right side of the mat, and I'm just using the leftover leaves from the project I did before this. So I'm not going to sell this painting or anything. I'm just playing around, really. The composition isn't anything that I really like, but I just am having fun with the white space on this page. So what we're going to do is, now I'm just taking my pencil and loosely sketching the peony petals. And again, it's just very abstract. I'm just trying to get the basic information down. And then the first layer, I'm going to go from the palest pales, or the highlights, the lightest pinks on the peonies, to the darkest. So I'm going to start with, I think I had two pinks. One was like, these are Old Holland colors. So one was a rose, a deeper rose, and then this is a very pale pink, as you can see. It's almost got, looks like it has white in it, but I didn't add any white to it. So yeah, you lay it down, you can barely see it on the page here. It's just very pale, and I watered it down quite a bit. There you can see it a little better. So this is going to be the first layer. And to be honest, I actually kind of like it just like this with this first layer. I do like non-layered watercolor paintings because I just love the way, though, I like to see the flow of the paint and just how it decides to, just like puddles in the nature, just the way they kind of flow. So yeah, so but since we're doing this layering project, I'm going to keep going. So we'll add, I think next, some yellow. For some of these peonies have a yellow center, so I am going to add some yellow. There we go. And again, like I said, I have a real tough time. I probably in kindergarten had a hard time staying in the lines, so to speak, in the coloring pages, because I really am having a hard time with this layering project. But I'll give you just the gist of it and kind of the idea behind it if you have never done it before. Okay, well, here I think I like to add this book doesn't do this, but I like to add some of the complement to dull down my colors sometimes, to just create a more realistic painting. And with watercolors, I do keep it mostly the pure color. I definitely wouldn't ever mix colors with more than 3 colors max, but I do like to have what I think is more natural and realistic, is to add the complement and dull down the colors a little bit. So here I think I did that on this, added just a touch of green to this pink. And this is the second layer. And I'm not doing it perfectly as far as the pencil sketch and following it exactly. I'm just kind of very loosely adding a few layers. Now with this layer, I definitely have to keep going. It does not look complete at all anymore. Honestly, with the first layer, I feel like it could have been like a very minimalist painting, but now we have to keep going. It's like with music, when you get to that note that you can't stop at, you have, I forget what they call it, but you have to keep going, so to end it properly. So we're kind of there now. So here I'm adding the darkest darks to the shadows and creases of the petals, and this is actually, to me, one of the funner parts, is because it really can bring out the dimensions or the depth in the painting and just kind of makes it more alive. And again, I don't mind it when I get those random drops on the paper. It just is like, oh yeah, this is watercolor here, and just kind of loosens things up, and is kind of a fun randomness that happens sometimes, and I don't mind it, and there we go again. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and have fun with your next watercolor painting.